The next heading is the course of river. You know about the most of the as we know that the most of the rivers are originated from the mountains. Okay, and you know about the from the mountains, glaciers, or from lakes. So some rivers, you know, like those in the Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau regions are formed due to meeting of various streams, meeting of various streams of during you know what the during rainfall. So these are the place of origin of a river. Of a river is called its course. Okay, the origin place of a river, that is called the course of the rivers. Okay, the course of the river, or you know the also called the source of the river, where from its origin. Okay, and where a river enters the sea or disappears. Then the rivers come and meet to the sea, and after that this is the disappear. There is no sign of the river because that change into the ocean or seas. Okay, and the stream, so that means you know what the sea or disappear before joining the sea. That is called its mouth. It's called the mouth. So before the joining to the sea, that is called the mouth of the river. Okay, mouth of the river. The stream or small rivers which join the main river. The stream or small rivers which join the main rivers are called the tributaries of the main river, or you can say the sub part of the main rivers. Okay, and a river is divided into the three courses. Channel or smaller rivers, they are called the distributaries. When the main river divided into some other different kind of the stream or the small rivers. Okay, like that. For example, this is the main river, and after that it divides by some process, some other. So these are the example of the distributaries of the river. This is the main river. And these are the distributaries of the river. Okay, I hope all of you understood well. So this is the part of the and you know the path along the river's flows is known as the course of a river. Okay, along with the course of the river, that is called the course of the river. The previous part, ignore that. That was the source of the river. This is the course of the river. Okay, so from the source to its mouth, a river divided into the three main sections. What are the three main sections? That means that is called the course of a river. Okay. So what are the upper course, middle course, and the lower course? Okay. So these are the three courses, my dear student: upper course, middle course, and the lower course. First of all, we will take the first heading, upper course. You know what the upper course? That is the young age of the river. Where from the river originate. Okay, so in the upper course of its flow, the flowing of the water, the velocity or the volume of the water. So the river is young age. That is the young age, and at this stage the river flows swiftly. That means the extremely fast. Okay, extremely fast. Okay, and for the gradients are steep. You know the gradients of the steep. Gradient of the steep, that means when the river's origin. For example, this is the mountain and this is the flowing of the river. So the gapping between the two parts of the rocks. Okay, that is called the gradient. Okay, gradient. That is called the gradient. Okay, the gapping between the two rocks. Okay, where from the rivers flows, from between the rivers flows. Okay, that is called the gradient. So that's gradient. That gradient is the steep. Okay, steep. And you know about the upper course of a river generally, you know about generally lies in a hilly area. Hilly area, you know about the most of the rivers originate from the mountains or the hilly areas. Okay, so that's why the upper course generally occurred in the hilly areas. And the river flows are considerable, and the river flows are considerable like that. The distance over a steep, slope, and along its course means from the origin point and to the the ending point of the river. So along its course, large boundaries of the boulders, the boulders, okay, the stoppers and of rock with it, they carried with the flowing of the water. Okay, under the impact of rush of water, you know about the load of river, that is the sediments load. Okay, those sediments are carried by the flowing river. Okay, carries erosion action is swift मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा फास्ट हो जाता है, यहाँ पर लोड बढ़ जाता है. Okay, the friction प्रोसेस जो है वो बढ़ जाता है. ठीक है, उसकी स्पीड बढ़ जाती है. And effecting of the carrying the sediments of the rocks. Therefore, in the upper course is the dominant activity of a river is erosion. Okay, and many landforms are shaped by this activity of the river. So there are so many landforms are shaped by these are the exogenic forces, also called the exogenic forces, and they form and they shape to the physical feature of the earth surface. Okay, landforms. What are the landforms are formed by the upper course of the rivers? So V-shaped valley, you can see we have a V-shaped valley landform. Okay, V-shaped valley. Okay, and waterfalls. These are the two landforms are formed by the V-shaped valley and the waterfall. So V-shaped valley, a V-shaped valley, a V-shaped valley is a narrow valley, that has a profile, suggesting the form of the English alphabet like the V. The English alphabet like the V. Okay. So that's why it is formed from a stream eroding downwards from the upper course. Okay, from the upper course, and through the process of called the down cutting the sediments of the rocks. Okay, and these valleys are formed in the initial stages of rivers, and have steep slope like that. Here you can see this is the formation of the V valley, okay, V-shaped valley. The river flows. This is the part of the rocks. Okay, the shape of the and the eye shape. First of all, where from that origin, that is called the eye shape. And after that, the cutting the rocks, it take the V shape, right? Then you can see another difference between the two diagrams. Okay, so this is the reverse voltage. This is the I-shaped valley, and this is the V-shaped valley. V-shaped valley. Okay. I hope all of you understood that the difference between the both diagrams. So this is the V-shaped curve. And come to the next point is the waterfall. The waterfall is defined. It's defined as a vertical fall. The vertical fall is the vertical flowing of the water through the rivers. Okay, and as vertical fall of water, enormous volume from a great height. And about the great height in the long profile of a river. So this is the formation of the waterfall. A waterfall is generally formed due to the large differences in the large differences in the rate of erosion. That depends on the rate of the erosion. Okay, and the smaller differences lead to the formation of the step like the features known as the rapids. Okay, so this is called the waterfall. Okay, the formation of the waterfall. I hope my students, all of you understood well this part of the upper part of the rivers. Come to the next part is the middle course. Okay.